And welcome back to Let's Play Tales of why did I almost say Symphonia? Tales of Vesperia Blind. Semi-blind at this point, because I have played this part. This is a really long time ago. Last time we recruited Rita and entered the ruins, Shaikos Ruins, in order to try to find the Blastia Court Thief. One thing I forgot to mention last time is now that we have 5 party members and only 4 slots, your 5th character will basically gain experience at a kind of a slower clip than everyone else. So you have to kind of rotate out people if you want them to be at a consistent level. One other thing is I mentioned that Rita is apparently voiced by Michelle Ruff, apparently according to what I read. Apparently she also voiced, what was it, Yuki Nagato in Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, which was a popular anime in the mid-2000s. And also apparently, I think she voiced someone in Fire Emblem too, but I don't remember who. And they never actually talked about Carol's voice, apparently voiced by Julianne Taylor, who voiced, I think, Cordelia in Fire Emblem Awakening, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is what Magic Art looks like, by the way.
I got a little worked up.
I don't know why I find voice acting in games such a fascinating topic, but I do find it interesting how many people are in other things when it comes to, like, dubbing work.
Don't get sloppy.
Yeah, her Rita's neutral seems to be the most effective combo she has, oddly enough, in terms of non-spells. Now that we have all the characters who are represented, I guess one thing I can... Wait, we don't actually. I think we're missing... No, wait, it is those... Is it those 3? No, the other character's only in PS3, so I can't talk about this.
Victory. Repeat.
Cry of victory. And Carol got level up, so yes, he is gaining experience just at a slower clip than everyone else. One thing I wanted to talk about was actually something from a game I actually finished and 100%ed, Tales of Grace's F. Specifically F, which was the PS3 version. The PS3 version I don't know if this was the case for all versions. Oh, come on. The PS3 version specifically had a side quest involving, like, trivia. And if you, like, do well in it, you actually get costumes based on other Tales characters, specifically from Vesperia, which would have been the most recent PS3 game at the time, other than Grace's. Because Exilia wouldn't have even been out by then. Let's see. I think Sharia, who's like one of the big mages of the party, gets a costume representing Rita, like a replica of Rita's costume. The main character Aspel gets Yuri's costume, and Sophie, who's like the other mage of the party, or healer of the party, and also one of the main characters too, in terms of like story significance, ends up getting a costume of a character named Patty, who unfortunately is not in this version.
Rita, you seem very used to fighting for someone who's been doing research in Ospio for so long.
I'm just used to using magic, and I've been working to cultivate a calm mind.
A calm mind, huh?
Is there something wrong with that?
Ooh! Ouch! Sorry, I thought you were a monster.
I'll startle you someday. You just wait.
I don't know why, but something about Rita is reminding me of a, like, Ace Attorney character. And not like a specific Ace Attorney character, but just...
Let's work together.
Some of her reactions to situations just kind of reminds me of how, like, an Ace Attorney character react, kind of nonchalant, and sort of snarky, sassy, witty kind of responses. Again, it just kind of feels like something that you would see in an Ace Attorney type game, in terms of, like, witty dialogue. Yeah.
Holy power, come to me.
There we go.
Man, I was just getting warmed up.
So, what else haven't I mentioned about Tales? Pretty much every game has crossover costumes. I know Exilia had them as DLC, which kinda ticked people off. Frankly, actually, Namco Bandai's DLC policies about Tales costumes really pisses people off, to be honest. They're really bad about making stuff that would be in-game normally, in like every other series. DLC. For example, like any sort of costumes that are cool in this game, you'd probably have to buy if it came out just 5 years later. Which is a problem. Yeah, we haven't actually shown her dash attack yet. Just smacking someone with a book, apparently. Guess it works.
You want revenge? Bring it.
Yeah, that was not the smoothest fight. I wish... Yeah, I don't know if we get another healer anytime soon. Let's see. Orange shell. We have plenty of orange shells. Sure. Just so we can heal periodically. There's a thing we can use the Sorcerer's Ring on over there, but we can't actually reach it yet. So I guess we just have to keep on checking for a little bit. Oh. Hello. This will probably open up the bridge to that other thing. Yes, it does. Yeah, Excelia had crossover costumes and they were like crazy expensive.
If that ceiling collapsed, we'd be buried alive.
What are you saying stuff like that for, Estelle? What if that really happened?
Come on, don't be such a wimp. These ruins are made of stronger stuff than that.
Ah! Estelle! Now the ceiling's gonna collapse because you were talking about it! Huh?
No, sorry, I just stubbed my toe on a rock.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Yuri, you're mean.
Come on! Let's hurry and finish up what we're doing so we can get out of these ruins.
Yuri's character is interesting to me because, like, I know I talk about like archetypes a lot whenever playing games of series like this, and honestly, I don't feel like he really falls into an archetype, and it's kind of interesting actually. I'm just trying to see if anyone else has anything that they can learn. Doesn't really look like it. Oh, hello. That's a thing. Recover. What is recover? While staggering, prevent being knocked down by a hit with the guide button. I think that's like... Yeah, I don't know what that is. Anyway, sure, equip it. But yeah, Yuri is interesting because, like, you know, I compared Estelle to Colette, someone sort of being kind of not, like, very innocent, I think would be the best way to describe it. But yeah, like, Yuri just doesn't fall into an archetype that much, because he's not really like Lloyd, for example, because Lloyd is kind of heroic, but also kind of dumb, to put it bluntly, and Yuri doesn't really fit that at all. Yuri's not particularly... Yuri has a sense of humor, so he's not like Mila. We can put it that way.
There are so many.
We'll crush them all.
At least at this point, Yuri doesn't really have, like... He's not, like, as cocky as, say, Luke, for example, or even, like, Asbel at the beginning. But also not as moody as Asbel, hopefully. By mid-game. Yeah, Graces is okay. I'm glad I started it. I played it when I did. If I played it later, I probably wouldn't like it as much. But playing it after Abyss, I was okay with a lot of the plot and character development stuff in it. Even though normally I probably wouldn't be a fan, just because of how, like, I don't know. I think that was like the most cliche cast. Like, it felt very much like a cliched cast. Well, she's gonna heal him, so I'm telling Yuri to cancel. Except she totally backed out from doing that. Okay, wrong way.
Yeah, I beat you into next week.
Next week?
Okay, sure.
So wow, that did not go very well, did it? Yeah, having another healer would be really nice right about now. Hopefully soon. First aid. Oh, does she not have enough TP for that? Oh, there. I pushed the wrong button, I think. So all the bridges should be up. Wait, no, that leads over there. Never mind, I'm going the wrong way. Wow, I barely got that combo off, apparently. I'm not using enough TP as Rita, I don't think. Especially because these things are weak from fire, might as well use it.
Could you be any more of a pain?
I actually want to scan those guys, because it feels like one fireball is pretty much enough to take them out. That's kind of interesting. And bats are hard to stun because they're above the ground. That sucks.
Let's work together.
Did I scan these yet? I did. 1200 HP. That's not that much. Wait, what were they weak to again? Or did they have a weakness?
I gotta try and keep up.
Because not every enemy has weaknesses or strengths to elements.
Power, come to me.
Also, I just was thinking about the fact that Rita's socks are different colors.
There's no way you could win.
And her shoes are different colors. Like, interesting fashion choice,
Feel
Rita.
power running all through my body.
Vesperia also has, I think, alternate costumes too, but a lot of them are... Oh, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think those are all DLC too. Yeah, Namco's really bad about costume DLC, and also in later games, not this one I don't think, but in later games they even have costume DLC from other characters. I mean, from other series. So that's cool and weird at the same time. Like, Exilia has costumes from the Idol Master, which is another Namco Bandai series, which is about music, because that totally makes sense. Question mark. And also, I think Exilia also has costumes from Madoka Magica, which is like, why? It's like, that's the most obscure thing to have costumes from for a Tales game. I think the PS3 version of Graces had more costumes than the American version, because I remember, oh, I made him mad, didn't I? Because the PS3, I think the American PS3 version just had a couple costumes.
Doesn't seem fair.
But I know in the Japanese version there's actually a Miku costume for Sophie because she has twin tail hair, so it makes sense. Let's see, there's also a costume based on the main singer of the theme song for Sharia, which is
It'll
weird.
be 100 years before.
I feel like I'm referencing characters from other games with absolutely no context, but I guess maybe that's a good thing in some cases. So that doesn't spoil anything. Critical Guard, cool. But yeah, basically your main characters in Graces I think are Asbel, Sophie, Sharia, Malik. Oh, what's the brother's name? I don't remember. Oh, that was stupid. I was trying to run and that's really backfired. But hey, I have fire, I'm just gonna spam. Wolf Strike, which I think is an upgrade from Cerberus Strike. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's like an upgraded version. If you only hit block 2 steps forward. Wow, that does 800 damage.
We finished them off.
No wonder that seems really effective. That is a big golem over there. You can kind of see him over in the distance. I can actually point to him now that I have Sorcerer's Ring. I think that's the boss I was thinking of, because I did remember the secret mission where you have to like stagger a huge boss. I thought that was an egg bear that we had to stagger, but it clearly wasn't. I think that's the boss I was thinking of. Where we have to, there's like a special secret mission to like stagger it with a certain attack. I should probably use more spells than just this, huh?
That was too easy.
Yeah, oh yeah, Pascal, who... I'm trying to think if she got any special costumes from other Tales games, but I don't think so.
Put out your hand.
Like this?
Yay!
What was that?
And now,
I feel so
ironically, Estelle's the one giving people high fives. I don't know what a high five is. Bringing up the question of how do you not know what a high five is? That's actually a really good question.
Don't get sloppy.
Was it Sunblast? What hit me there? Now, one thing I do know about Rita is that apparently for some of her spells that have really long casting times, sometimes she won't even say her full summoning line. Hello. Now she's got a little bit more combat potential, but I'm actually leaning towards turning it off, just so she doesn't use TP on that.
We're done.
But for Rita, back on topic, I've heard that she'll just be like blah 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 if she's like, there are times when she doesn't say the full combat line, and she's just like blah blah blah, and then says the actual name of the spell.
Let's get this over
So
with.
wow, there are a lot of these. I still need to scan them, so go ahead and scan. Oh, do not want to use the life bottle. I wish if you accidentally do that, I wish you could just back out into the actual item menu instead of the main menu for stuff. So they have 1500, so no wonder this goes down so fast, because they have only 1500 and that does half their health. One fireball, that is. No wonder they seem weak. Even without using fire, they don't seem that tough though.
I got a little worked up.
But yeah, you do get some TP restored even just at the end of battles, so that's also good to know. I think Carol just got a level up, was what that text was, yeah. So yeah, I feel like he's not too far behind. And frankly, I'm not just a fan of Carol anyway, just because, I don't know, something about him just doesn't seem right. If that vague description makes any sense. So we can go fight the boss. Not actually, because stairs aren't fully up, but it only raised them part way. Okie dokie. But yeah, sometimes it just
Sorry if I hurt you.
aggro's the enemies, so yeah, Sorcerer Ruins sometimes really doesn't work in your favor. Also, Yuri has a whole nother weapon lined up in terms of skills, which was always my problem in Final Fantasy 9, of having too many weapons, not enough time. I need to play Final Fantasy 9 again. I have the Steam version, I just need to actually play the Steam version. School, I got it during a Steam sale, and that was like
Yeah, I beat you into
a
next week.
long time ago, so awkward. But that's how I am with games. I always forget what games I have. That's why I have a backloggery. Because I'm absolutely egregious at remembering what games I actually own, as sad as that sounds. What I'm trying to figure out is how do we get to that other thing. Also, we can't turn this off. Well, that's good to know. Is that the full stairs? Okay, we do not want to go there yet. Again, I'm really curious how to actually... Oh yeah, I forgot enemies respawn. Yes, I agree. I forgot how to get to that one other air thing. Also, we can't cancel blocks. I mean, we can't cancel spells with guards. So that's good to know. If someone is just approaching you, trying to kill you, you can potentially guard before casting. It's the problem I have in games where animations
Cry of victory.
are so long that they end up like actually putting you in danger. That's the worst. Yeah, how do I get that? I can't shoot it from here, can I? Nope. Not too surprised, but still. Now it's gonna bother me until I can actually figure it out, so I'm gonna try to figure this out. This bridge there, obviously we need to activate something to get that bridge going. Doesn't... Oh, hello. There we go. Is that gonna be both or just one? Now the question is, do I need another bridge? Is it far away enough that I actually can just... Or is it close enough that I can actually just shoot it from where I am? I'm not sure. Worth a shot, I guess. No pun intended. But the problem is, it's probably just gonna release a million golems to fight, so I'm not sure if I really should be doing this or not. But yeah, I think I talked about this a little bit, but yeah, Yuri... okay, context. There's this thing they do every year called Tales of Festival, where basically they announce stuff. They didn't announce barely anything this year, which was disappointing because they've been teasing like a few new Tales games.
Put out your hand.
But they always do a character poll. Fun fact, Yuri isn't on the list. From what I recall, Yuri is not even on the list. Because he always won. From what I gather. They just pulled him because they just kind of put him in like a Hall of Fame apparently. Because it's like, he is clearly the most popular character, but like, he always wins. So let's take him off the list. So yeah, that's how popular Yuri is in Japan. Though to be fair, some of the character choices on the list were a little bit iffy. A lot of characters from Vesperia, which I haven't played. Zestiria, which I hear the characters are like one of the only good things about that game. I hear really mixed things about Zestiria, and that's why I haven't played it yet. A lot of people say Vesperia takes what made Zestiria good, and basically makes everything else better about it. And Vesperia, I think, is actually a prequel to Vesperia. Or
We
something.
finished them off.
I haven't played either.
Okay, sure.
Okay, sure.
Learn something.
I like how unsure she's like, okay, cool, got a thing. Rhythm? Sure, that sounds good. Resist. Yeah, I'm not gonna equip that. Magic card. Wait, I don't have magic card? So... I'm trying to figure out why I was using magic card. Oh, because I have it equipped as a weapon, that's right. Rhythm. So, yeah, mashing the button actually does help. Yeah, not really feeling that one. Spirits. What's even equipped to her right now, actually? Okay, because I could have sworn I had another weapon for her. Okay, so yeah, equipping Magic Card is a good idea because then we can reap the benefits of both. We can have the existing skill from the previous weapon in addition to the new skill. Now you have TP for that. Evade. I was mostly doing it for recover, by the way, if you're wondering. Critical guard. Oh yeah, it's already on the weapon, I don't need to equip it. Cool. Anything in here? Anything? Is this just like a grinding spot? Because if so, I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed. If all there is just level grinding. Apparently we can't stun golems, which I understand why, because that'd be kind of defeating the purpose of a mini-boss if you can stun it really easily.
Man, I was just getting...
I'm trying to figure out what the heck her spell name is actually referring to. Also, why did that trigger a battle? Dinam's modest land. That's cool summoning phrase actually for magic attack. But I'm not sure what it has to do with Stone Blast.
More of a pain?
Oh, hello. There we go. So defeating the 4 golems there are key to getting that treasure chest. Hopefully it's something good, not something completely lame, which sometimes happens. You go to all this trouble, get an item, and then it's super sucky. Stiletto. I don't know why, but I immediately thought of Raiden from Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Rising, technically, because he's got like stilettos. But he also like kills people with them, so I don't know why I thought of that. Stiletto is a type of blade, but I think that's why the heel is called a stiletto, because it's reminiscent of the blade, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I haven't really made note of this, but the little portraits on the bottom actually emote. Just wanted to make note of that, because I just noticed it not that long ago myself. And yeah, I'm not cutting battles, by the way, because I have a tendency to ramble. So there's not, like, a good place in a battle to cut, for some reason. I really should just stop talking during battles, and then I can cut them out. But yeah. Okay, that's not what I wanted to happen.
Go away!
Yeah, exactly what she said. Wait, why am I mashing B? You mash A to speed it up. I'm trying to figure out how much this speeds up the casting time, and it doesn't feel that significant.
There's no way you could win.
You're getting a lot of equipment, at least, in terms of, like, crafting materials, potentially. So actually, because there's a boss right over there, I'm actually gonna save now and save that, or leave that for next time. I'm also curious what this is. Unless there's an earthquake, it doesn't look like it will budge, so I'm rather curious about that. But yeah, we'll save that for later. And the boss. I really hope I can show the thing, because again, this is... I can actually show you. Achievements? Yeah, in Vesperia, this is one of the things I actually did. Like, here, that's Secret Mission 1. That's Secret Mission 2, apparently. I must have done that. And there's some synthesis stuff that I got. Yeah, these are literally all the achievements I got. So, if you ever wanted, like, concrete proof of how far I've gone on this game, yeah, I only got past where Secret Mission 3 takes place. And I don't even remember the fight, I just know the enemy name from the actual achievement description. But in any case, we will tackle that guy next time. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Tales of Vesperia.